Hello, everyone. So I'm here. I made it. Um, it had to be 2 days ago. It had to be 3 days ago. The last time I was live, and then some stuff came out with the hermit, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Virgo, what is this? But long-ish story short, it's just an energy of us like coming in to be like our true selves, almost in a way, I guess, who we were like created to be, but just like less restrained, repressed, suppressed, more following the things that probably excite us if it's like what who we were created to be, right? So today I've been wanting for a minute. I finally opened up all my little magic wisdom cards. And me being the chance lover that I am, I want to pull, but if I do it like this, see if I do it like this, I feel like this would be better. I want to pull there we go. A land, at least a land and a creature, but also an art card. I think these are the art cards. No, these are the art cards. So we'll start with the art card, and I'll just see if anything happens. If not, then I'll just go to the Mausolea Oracle of Souls and say I tried. I got a handful of art cards, and only one of them was signed. Well, I guess at least I got one right. So, but let's see what the vibe is. Lately, I feel like I don't know. I'm tempted to believe that I'm really, really, really good at manifesting amazing opportunities when I like not when I not when I want to run from something. And I don't know if like could this if I could get a thought out, that would be great. Is Mercury retrograde? Is Mercury retrograde? I don't know if like those are the only times when I'm like all on the same page. And maybe that's why I'm really good at manifesting opportunities in that space because I'm less indecisive. Even if I don't necessarily take them in the moment, I'm like, this is what I want. Well, in the moment, I'd be like, I want something different. And then, like, in my email, or I'll just come across an amazing opportunity. And I'm like, what? So I was literally just thinking about it the other day. I get on Twitter. Russ, what's up? How are you? Ooh, okay. Well, we got art cards now. We ain't want to get no art before. How you doing? How you doing? Ooh, two art cards. One of them came face down. The other one is not face down. So I was like, in my mind, I was like, I think I want like, and I can't remember if I was talking about it or just thinking about it. I was like, I'm wanting something like this or something like that, and then I get on Twitter, and it's literally like, here's a thread of 10 like companies that are hiring people that have these programs that pay decently, and they're like teaching you the thing. Like you don't even need previous knowledge, and that's like the only thing. There are some things I haven't done specifically, and I was like, oh my gosh, literally the same day. And I'm like, what? And then that's when the indecision came in. So I'm glad to hear it. After that, it was like Indecision City, and then now I'm like, well, do I take it? Do I go for it? Do I not? Like I could just apply. But whenever I'm like, it's time to get out of here, hit the big red button, opportunity, opportunity. I'm like, oh gosh. But I can't just leave, can I? Ooh. This is the first art card that popped up. I'm not using my other light. I'm using this light, the light that only does orange now. It doesn't do white anymore. And I took the thing off, so that's why it's a little whatever. But maybe that's like a little bit of a, I don't know. Who is this? The Dapper Shield Mate. That's who this is. And then the card that came out face down and in reverse. Oh, I didn't even think about this possibility. Can you see both of those? Maybe if I hold a little closer. See, now it gets too late. Oh, 1 second, 1 moment. I will rectify this. I will make this right. Okay, I don't know if that's going to make this any better. It makes it harder for me, but that's fine. It's fine. This doesn't have to be convenient for me. Why would it be? Why would anything be convenient? I'm kidding. But I don't know. Lately, I've been having these moments. It's just like, what do I want? What do I really want? And then I was like, maybe this muggling thing ain't for me. But I wouldn't want to not muggle either. And then I was like, well, are there any other options besides muggling or not muggling? And then I started a new show. I watched the movie. I watched the movie last night. So y'all know, like, y'all remember when Harry Potter became a thing, or like maybe if you were a little older when Harry Potter was already a thing, maybe when you were young there was a thing where it's like there's a coming of age story that takes place somewhere like magical or fantastic. And it's like when you reach this age, then like the letters go out or whatever. Well, I watched the show last night and something happened on somebody's 30th birthday. And I'm 29. So the Pisces in me couldn't help but be like, yes, or just a person, the escapist in me, I guess, maybe couldn't help but be like, oh, like I got a few months until I turn 30, so there's still time for something completely whatever to happen. Skywatchers, Osnat, how you doing? So we have the Dapper Shield Mate, and who is this? Change of Plans. Ooh. Oh, that's a little better. Yeah, that's better. This is the Dapper Shield Mate. This is the Change of Plans card. Change of Plans. But it was in reverse. Okay, so I got my art cards. Now I'm going to get a land card to see what kind of environment we're working with. Now, some of the lands, I think I moved. So I'm going to have to put those back really quick because they're special. Let me see. I'm going to put those back and then I'll move them back again. Oh, no. I pulled out the whole thing. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. They're like mythic, so that's why I put them in a different place. Token art. Those are all arts. Oh, I think it was before this and after this. I only got one of those, so that doesn't matter. Um, there we go. I'll just put those there, and then we'll put out a land. We'll see if this amounts to anything. It might not. It might, you know? I believe that the universe, the divine, can use anything and everything to give a message. So a bit sleepy. Same. Sandra or Sandra? One for Sandra, two for Sandra. Yeah, I remember that now. And I'm getting hungry. Those did not shuffle at all. I'm so with change of plans. The art for change of plan verse is interesting because it makes it seem like I don't know. I'm perplexed. I am perplexed. No, my birthday was at the end of February. Sandra, number one. So Sandra, did I say one for Sandra, two for Sandra? I already forgot. Sandra, I'm assuming Sandra. Yeah, my birthday is 2/28. Waterfront district. This is interesting because this is the or this is the land. I think this might be the same one. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how many of these I have. This might be the same one as when I opened up the pack live and I went through it. And it was at the border of the abyss. So we're back at the border. What's at the bottom of the deck? This plains card, but it looks like an arena almost. And then we have a different waterfront district under that. Or maybe that's a plant. So we're back at the edge of the abyss. Is this going to be a personal read? Sand was one? Okay. So this is a land. Now let's get a creature. Am I getting a creature at the abyss? What am I doing? We got the Dapper Shield Mate and Change of Plans. Yeah, I'll do a creature. Now, I have the most creatures. So, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I ain't trying to make a mess. Sandra was two. Okay. Sandra. Ooh, okay. I was a little scared there for a second. One creature, the Shattered Seraph. It's an angel rogue. When Shattered Seraph enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. So you can exile Shattered Seraph from your hand. Target land gains tap, add plains, water, or swamp until Shattered Seraph is cast from exile. You may cast Shattered Seraph for as long as it remains exiled. So Shattered Seraph is the creature that comes out at the abyss. Now, what's interesting is because of the plains card that was at the bottom of the deck, Shattered Seraph, because we already have the water in the swamp in this one, and the plains was the other one. So Shattered Seraph literally turns the land into the land that is already there. So um, it doesn't really change the environment too much, but it does bring it makes the underlying more accessible. But what's at the surface is still at the surface. Excuse me. Job interviews. Well, change of plans was in reverse. So that's why I probably didn't. That's why I'm like, there's a part of me. I feel maybe it's like panic manifesting. Maybe I'm really good at panic manifesting. I don't know. Because sometimes when it happens, I'm like, these are really good opportunities, but they don't feel right. And maybe that's why change of plans is in reverse, because I'm still debating about it, but there's a part of me that feels like it would be a mistake for some reason. I can't roll my eyes hard enough. The Shattered Seraph, Angel Rogue. I kind of wish I would have kept that at the bottom of the deck. Ariel, oh snap, hello. You're literally going through the same thing. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, if it's a reflection, then these two would be more or less the same energy. It almost looks like the Dapper Shieldmate could be in the Waterfront District a little bit. And it almost looks like Change of Plans could be too. Well, maybe Change of Plans was more on the planes. So I got a creature. I got these two. What else do I want? Do I want an artifact? I feel like an artifact would be fitting because the Shattered Seraph would be like old, right? Or something. It feels artifact. Oh no! What is happening? Hold up. Oh, because I just took like this whole deck out. That's why. Well, since I had to pick these up anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take this. So if you look at the symbols, like you see the water and the swamp there. Maybe if it'll focus. Maybe not. The water, the swamp, and the plains. Shattered Seraph can change any land into those. So let me put these back in here. The crew captain is at the bottom of the deck. I don't know. But we have thought this through. I don't want it to go this way because I'm pulling out. Well, yeah, I do. I don't think there's a good way to do this. I don't have that many artifact cards. So Siri is going to help with this one. Hey Siri, choose a random number between 1 and 40.
A random number between 1 and 40 is 9.
Is 9. I don't have 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Horde hauler. It's a vehicle. Oh, this should not be. This should be in the other one. Whenever Horde Hauler deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token for each artifact they control. We're going way off the rails with this one. You see? Can you see the horse, the hearse, the car? Now this is a crew 3, so the shattered seraph is strong enough to power this by itself. But this introduces the element of fire, and that's an element that's not on the table, so it can't be used. It's no good. We even have a card that can modify lands. We have a card that can modify lands, but not to what we need. Excuse me. So Magic is it's a card game. So yes. Yes, Russ. And I think this is actually mythic. Or no, it's just rare. But it shouldn't be with the other artifacts. I only have commons and uncommons together. So it feels like there's an opportunity. Okay, let me try to expand my brain a little bit. My brain is quiet. An artifact. I went for an artifact because it was an angel creature, right? And it felt like it made sense. And so the Horde Hauler gives you treasure for each artifact that your opponent, whenever it deals damage, it gives you treasure. But we have like 3 out of 5 elements, and fire is not one of them. So it's like there's an ability to gain, it feels like extra. There's an ability to gain extra, to gain a treasure, but the element of fire is missing. So it's inaccessible. It can't be used. And for me personally, it feels like that's like the most questionable element in my life right now, I guess. If I'm asking questions like, what do I want to do? I feel like that's a very like fiery sort of thing. And it's interesting because fire was the only thing that survived Death's procession. Or maybe it's like I know what I want. I don't know. Now, when you get a treasure icon, when you get a treasure token, they can be redeemed for any element. Is this the EYE? Do I just need to go back and watch the capital I versus the EYE video again? Because that one was all about understanding the elements in relation to other elements. It feels like, though, it would be possible at the edge of the abyss to turn one element into another. I think fire is the thing that keeps this together. Because it feels like with change of plans in reverse and the dapper shield made upright, it's almost like prolonging a prolonging a tower. It's almost like trying to stop a tower. But with the element of fire, it feels like the dapper shield mate would be able to create in that space. But it feels like the creation like would be sustained by the dapper shield mate's fire. And it makes me think of the Queen of Wands and all her magic. It's something sustained by fire, like plants are water or people are water. It's like fire is the lifeblood of something. And it's interesting that just the waterfront district by itself opposes fire in two ways. It opposes its heat with water, and it opposes its light with dark. And so maybe that's why this plains card looks a little bit more like an arena or some kind of construction zone. So it's interesting because then the change of plans, it feels more catalytic. It feels like a three. And the sense of it's like, I guess it's almost devil energy in a way, where it's like it's something that pops up just to get us to think or question. It doesn't actually pop up to be taken. Like it's I guess seven of cups in that way. Where it's just like it appears as an option even though it's not meant to be taken as one. If that makes any sense. That's why it almost feels a little devil energy in nature. Because it's not meant to be sort of whatevered. And then if it is a reflection, it's to show us something, something that we wouldn't see otherwise. Oh, oof. Ooh, this is kind of starting to make sense. It's fine. um, so Well, this is a vehicle. Vehicles can move, right? I want to see like what other kinds of cards do I have? I'm gonna get a foil card or an enchantment. I'll go for the foil first as some kind of like miracle. I'll go for foil as like an extra bonus, not necessarily in the fold, but still a part of the fold. Now, foil is anything that's holographic. So it could be a land, it could be a creature, artifact, sorcery, instant, spell. It could be whatever. The vehicle could drive across the plains, but without the fire, it won't activate. It's like you can't get the ignition. And the Shattered Seraph is water, dark, and light, basically. So very much so of this. I'm gonna give it two more, and then I'll cut it and then pull the top one. Look at this! Are those the same elements? No, we have water, earth, and forest. Still no fire. Is that every element but fire? Literally every element except fire is coming out. The plains are like they're the light. So fire is the mountain. Excuse me. Red cards are mountains. So like the plains have like this light sort of white element. And the mountains, like they have the little fire symbol. So I'll call them fire, but they're technically mountains. Was that Eve? Who was that? Sorry. So these mainly rain, exactly. No sunshine. So this is the card that came out. It's Spara's Adjudicators. Adjudicator. That's interesting. And it's these cat people, cat citizens come through Lyran energy. Kidding. That is funny though. That's funny. It's funny that so these cat citizens, when Spire's Adjudicators enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent controls can't attack or block until your next turn. So this one does the same thing, has the same power as Shattered Seraph, but instead of the element of swamp or dark, it has the forest. Where it can turn a land into, you see those little icons, the tree, the water, and no, you don't. It's fine. There, you can kind of see it there. Basically, it can turn the land into the elements that it costs to cast it. So it has an ability to like make the land mirror or reflect a part of itself. It can make a space its domain. It has the power to expand its domain, basically. But we still don't have a domain of mountain. Like, here's another creature that can change the land, but it still can't get what I need to drive this car. Maybe does somebody else drive the car? Maybe somebody else drives it because it is a crew of 3. So they got to have like a, I think, power of at least three, or you have to add up. Both of these are power four, so they could drive it by itself, by themselves, but they don't hold the right element. There's a non-elemental alignment that makes the vehicle useless to them. You didn't type that smile that appeared. Yes, volcanoes are fire mountains. Some of them look like, I mean, obviously, not obviously, but um, some of them are very volcanic. It's also interesting that, oof, girl, be careful what you wish for. I think I know what this word means, but hold up. I might be able to cheat. And by cheat, I mean um, get resourceful. I might be able to be resourceful here. Because I think it came out. Ooh! I ain't read this in a minute. I'm gonna have to search for it because I don't. Oh, it's right here. I loved when I recorded stuff because then I can just search for it and pop. I need to use this more. So in the game, I'll explain the game to you really quick. So in the game, you use land as resources. This is a basic land card. So it gives you one mana of planes, one planes normal or light mana. And then you have creatures, spells, everything else that costs mana. So for this card, it costs one mountain plus three of any color mana. So the number is just like the mana you have to have. It won't focus, but it will focus. Focus, please. So you have to have three mana and a mountain. So I have one mana that can be either water or dark. And then the one at the bottom of the deck was basically light. So with this creature, with the Shattered Seraph, I have all the elements I need, even though it's either or when you play it for the sake of this. All of the elements, water, dark, and light, are present to satisfy the different elemental requirements up here. Plus, I would need an additional four mana. And so this card, these are like the mana that I have. I have water, dark, and light, but I don't have any mountains to actually activate the vehicle. So even though like the Shattered Seraph is strong enough to power the vehicle by itself, the mana, the mountain mana isn't present to activate it. Now, with these two creatures, they have the power to give any land the ability to create either light, water, or shadow, or light, water, and forest. And that's why it's like I have two creatures that can make any land align with three elements, like four elements in between them But the fifth element that's missing is the one that I need to actually use this vehicle, which is the mountain. Like there's another creature that can, and it's like, wait. Yeah. So kind of yes to answer your question. I'm still learning about magic myself, honestly. Very, very, very much so. But I did a ancestral reading on May 3rd, 2020. So 2 years ago, 2 years and 3 days ago. And the adjudicator came out, which is why I was like, oh, snap, because this is far as adjudicators. And so I was searching on my little journal app and I found it. Oh. Synchronicity is wild. Synchronicity is wild. This is crazy. Sorry, I'm reading this real quick. Some of this is interesting because, ooh, hindsight. Oh my gosh. So when the tower card came out, and it's funny because I said the change of plans reminded me of the tower. I don't know if I said. I think I said it. I know I thought it. The adjudicator came out with the tower. Ooh. Well, it was the emperor and the tower. Um. Oh snap! Is this? Hold up. That's all I put. One second. This is gonna be like this is my most entertaining video yet. This is riveting content. Okay. So did that help me? I was just reading it and then like, wow, like life happened in the past 2 years. It was really good and like on point in some places and still kind of sort of well, progress was made. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I guess the last thing I can go for is an enchantment. I can, you know what? I'm gonna try my luck at another land, and I'm gonna see if I'm just gonna pull it. This one right here. You, not you, not you. This one. It's another. Is that a? Oh snap! So this is Maestro's Theater. Um, I gotta read this one because it's not. So let's see. Maestro's Theater says, when Maestro's Theater enters the battlefield, sacrifice it. When you do, search your library for a basic island, swamp, or mountain card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle it, and you gain 1 life. Woo! Thank you. So with Maestro's Theater, it gives me the ability to search through the deck and pick the mountain, island, mountain, or swamp that I want, put it on the battlefield, and I would gain 1 life. So this would give me the ability to search for that mountain and then activate, use the Horde Hauler. But with it coming out under Maestro's Theater, there is a certain, it's almost like there's a part and a role that I have to play. If this is about me specifically, and I guess it is because I'm pulling from my own experience as I read this. But if it resonates for you or with you or for you or whatever, then take it as it resonates for your situation and you, right? And what I like because that it was the Emperor and the Tower that made the Adjudicator. And so it's the energy of like there's a part that we have to play. There are things that we have to do that are unavoidable sometimes to get what we want or where we want. There's no shortcut. And so I am going to go searching for the mountain of my choice. I'm going to pick the third mountain card that I see from the bottom. I hope it's pretty. So that was either water, dark, or fire, basically. So another 3 element choice, but this time it's the element I needed. There's the first one. It can't be fancy, it has to be basic. I don't think there's the second one. Ah, woo! The third one I picked, it's a full art mountain. So this is the mountain that I get. It feels very uh, dwarven in a way. Maybe not. This is the mountain I get. It's a full art mountain card. I'll show you the other 2 mountains that I passed up on the way to the third one. By far, I don't have a lot of mountains. This was the first one. Hold up, wait. This was the first mountain. So you can see, like, in a lot of cards, the art kind of cuts out about 2/3 through the card. The second mountain was this one. Oh, that's the same. Are these the same? No, they're not. They're different. Hold up, wait. I think I'm losing my mind. I think I'm actually losing my mind. Because I thought I held this one up. Oh, maybe I just put it back wrong. This was the first mountain. This was the second mountain. The third mountain is this one. So I get the mountain that I need. I have found the alignment to activate the vehicle and go hit people in good treasure. Are you adjudicating a theatrical performance in a swamp on the edge of a forest close to the abyss? Oh, I was like, where did my mountain go? This is such a busy mountain, though. What's interesting, though, is there's this like in and out. This is such because, like, on the bottom of the card, you see the in and out arrows. The in ones are more red looking, the out ones are more blue or purple. And then there's this tiny that place down there where they like go in and they come out. There you go. Hey, look at my camera. Trying to focus. Okay, work. Teal. Well, that was 53 minutes. Should I put a card on top of this? Sure, why not? I said I wanted to use the Mausoleum Oracle of Souls. Let's see what comes out. I'm just gonna pull a card. Hold up, wait. I want them all to face the same direction. Okay, I won't just pull a card. I'll give it a few shuffles before I just pull a card. See, it's interesting that this is also like a terminal energy, but in the sense of like a terminal, like where you go to, well, that's a terminal. Because the waterfront district held that same energy, but it's a terminal within the same element rather than a terminal like as a boundary between two different elements. Uh, Actually, like if there was a subway system or something like that, because subways go underground, right? I could see a subway station being in the waterfront district. Ooh, I see her a lot. Hathor. With Morgan Le Fay at the bottom of the deck, which of the ages? But we're looking at Hathor. Hathor is mediation, communication, and culture. Mediation, adjudicators. I'm gonna read Hathor. There's Morgan Le Fay in some language that's not English. She's in the domain of Duat. Oh, she's literally right here. Hathor. Oh, that is not English. Can I get English, please? Can I get Hathor in English? Thank you. Mistress of Harmony. The goddess of love, joy, dance, and music serves as the font of culture and art in Duat. She serves culture and art with the theater. The theater. Okay. That's like there's some culture in here. There's some artistry in there. All right. These cards are like, we're really trying. We're trying to really give you something. We are not created for this purpose. It's fine. I'll fill in the gaps. Um, the goddess of love, joy, and dance. The goddess of love, joy, dance, and music serves as the font of culture and art in Duat. She serves as diplomat and mediator to the other gods, resolving disputes between them, both within the realm and between Duat and other realms. Hathor reminds us of the pleasures in life and that they are more difficult to enjoy when there are outstanding problems between people. If you cannot serve as a mediator yourself, perhaps it is wise to seek one out. Oh. Hey Holly, how you doing? This is the Mausolea Oracle. Excuse me. Mausolea Oracle of Souls. It is this one. I think that's the patron of the blind martyr. That's interesting, though. It's interesting that Hathor would come out with a mediator energy, but also love, joy, dance, and art. Because when I had used the Norse divination cards and the mystical shaman oracle cards, it was something about and it's interesting that we're at the abyss again, because it was like when we communicate with the all or through the all, we don't necessarily communicate with words. And it was a whole bunch of like the energy that we hold is what sort of communicates that frequency and vibration communicates by finding like frequencies and vibrations or however it communicates. And the curse came out, which was what led me to that. And then the luminous warrior came out as it was the curse in the child. The luminous warrior was the one who like stands in that frequency, and because of that caused to him all of that. But at the very end, Bragi came out with poetry, and poetry was it's like in the domain of a word that is more than just words. That's when a word is packed with like feeling and emotion, and that's when the word carries frequency beyond just like its definition. And so now, sort of like with the theater, it's this it feels like it's a blending again. um and I'd say, she's pretty fiery to herself. So, and it's interesting again that she came out with the mediator and stuff like that, where we've already had this adjudicator and other stuff. So don't trust Morgans to mediate fairly. Morgana. Excuse me. There isn't a dark element. There isn't a light element either. But there are only five. Air. I'm thinking about the. I was gonna say I'm thinking about the periodic table. I am not thinking about the periodic table of elements. I'm thinking about the astrological chart. Because fire for me is Venus, Chiron, and my North Node, and they trine. I'm having a Venus return right now, so having a Venus return at the same time I'm having a Saturn return is gonna be well. My Saturn return is over, so hopefully Venus comes and goes before Saturn hits retrograde and comes back for me. Because I don't need any of that energy. You know what I mean? That was interesting. It took a lot longer. I thought it would have been a little bit more straightforward. I thought it would have been a little bit more cohesive, a little easier to get to. But I get it. Um, I also love that again, like the land, every land after the first two, after the waterfront district and the plains, every other card that mentions land mentions three. We have the plains, the islands, and the forest. We have the plains, the islands, and the swamp. And then we have the swamp, the islands, and the mountains. Now, what's interesting is that it said that Hathor would settle disputes within the same realm as well as disputes within Duat and other realms. And with all of this other, even the card itself, the first one that came out deals with two different elements, two different realms. And I guess because it's interesting, I was like, well, I don't want to just muggle, but I don't want to. My brain. um, 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9, and Siri chose 9. Oh, snap. Siri did choose 9. I saw a 9.63 today. No, it was 6.93. I saw a 6.93 today. I was like, oh, look at that 369. That ain't 369. Now, a hoard hauler would just be something that carries treasure. Oh, oh, that came out. Okay, cute work. I can't believe it took me an hour just to do that. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, these goes in the foils. I'm gonna separate these back out again. I kind of want to try another one, but at this rate, I don't know. Let's see. And then I was gonna ask. I guess I can still ask. I'll offer. I'll offer. We'll have fun. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Russ, I believe you were the first person in here. You were. So you choose the topic. You're going to be the only person to offer this to because it's already been an hour. My plan is to go for an art card, go for the land, and then after that, there are creatures, artifacts, enchantments, sorceries, instant spells, foil cards, which are like this. They're like holographic, so it could be anything. There are the legendary cards that are just like rarer cards. Um, and then the tokens. I have tokens, which are like little creatures that can be like treasure tokens. It can be a fish token. It can be any kind of token. So I will offer it to you, Russell. Well, I haven't done the things yet. Um, are these my lands? Yes, these are my lands. The topic is yours. And then I'll see. I'll see. I'm sure with your assistance, I'll be able to spin something. Who are you? Oh, these are my foils. The foils go in the foil thing. Hold up. And then here's a creature. Did I put these back in the right place? I hope I did. This is an artifact. And then these are art cards. So I'm going to start with the art. So I'll just pull those back out. We're going to move this back this way. Venus. So wait, is that our topic? Are we looking at Venus? Oh, tomorrow's transit. Is it Venus? Oof, I'm scared to look at the chart. Oh, there's something going on with Venus. There's always something going on with Venus. Excuse me. Jupiter is at 29 degrees. No, Jupiter's about to leave Pisces. Don't go, Jupiter. Don't go. So what am I doing, Russ? Give me a direction to start in. Jupiter comes back in July. Interesting. Noted. Oh wait, Venus is the topic? Okay. So let's see. Ooh. I feel like I wouldn't imagine Venus as shy, but okay. Let's do a non-invasive Venus. All right. So let's start with the art. I want this one to actually fall out, so I'm gonna just keep shuffling until one dead. Sandra, it's fine. Venus, it felt like there was a pulling a curtain or a privacy screen. I was like, "Where is Venus?" And she was like, "Ooh." See, Venus is like, I am not decent. I'm like, but I wouldn't think that Venus is shy. I feel like she would be like, oh, do you like what you see? You know what I mean? Why would Venus be shy? I don't know. There we go. Thank you. Well, there's a lady here. The birth of Venus. She was born of the sea foam. Lagrella the magpie is the art that came out for Venus. And this is a lot bluer than I thought it would be. And you can, oh, look at the fish in the back. Is Venus going back to her roots? Is she going back to the ocean? See, the bottom of, like, this feels more like the Venus I would expect from the art cards that I have. I'm pretty sure that's the Glamour Thief. Carmela the Glamour Thief is the art at the bottom. Oh, you can't even see her. Like, I would think that would be a little bit more Venus. Because, like, look at her. But this is the one we got. Ooh. Okay. Well, let's see. Now, these are extremely, we'll see if it resonates, extremely, because who knows? I'm using trading card game cards, okay? So let's see what land this is in. The natural Venus. True. She likes to sport a fig leaf, though. I mean, she has to leave something to the imagination. How'd you think of Capricorn? Oh. Okay. Oh, that's too many. A few cards like stood up. I was like, oh, I can take one of these, but it was like, no. Okay, 3, 2, Venus, where are you? Is that an octopus? You see that? Oh, I don't know if it'll focus. Down here, it's like an octopus or a squid with its mouth open. Like it's the underside of it. Oh, you can kind of see. Oh, there you go. Oof. Okay. What is that? I don't know. This is weird. It's not. I think we were just talking about. I was just talking when I went to the Mexican restaurant with my coworkers. That came up. A swimming octopus. Okay, I didn't know if it was about to like eat or something. She's taking a salt bath. She's getting back to her roots, going back to the sea foam, to the clam, going back in her shell. I can't get a card. What land is this in? Maybe it's not in the land. I'll give it 3 more shuffles. 3, 2, 1. So there's no land here. Which is interesting. I mean, she's a goddess, so she doesn't have to be in the land. She could be anywhere. Right now, she's in Aries, up in the sky. Venus is in Aries. I could tell that Aries would be into that for Venus. Maybe not for anybody else, but for Venus. So you said a sorcery. Let me go for a sorcery because that's a very sorceress looking Venus card. All right, Russ, pick a number between 1 and 30. And I'll shuffle these until you give me a number. Oop, 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 oop. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I had 18, 19, 21 cards. Patch up. Return up to 3 target creature cards with total mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Don't tell me who sent you or who you work for. The less I know, the better. Don't tell me who sent you or who you work for. The less I know, the better. Is she like, oh, well, that would make sense in a way. It's like if Venus was born from the sea foam, then it feels like she's like recovering, like the clam that she was born from or whatever. It feels like she would be like, uh, I don't know. It's almost like reconnecting to oneself. It's like if your life suddenly drastically changed, or if some point as you're living life, things change. And so you go back to your childhood home, or you go back to your hometown, or you go back somewhere near the beginning to remind yourself of like where you came from or who you used to be, or to reconnect to some part that we feel like we've been disconnected from. And then like with that, don't tell me who sent you or who you work for. Um, oh, I had it and then I lost it. It just feels like it's like this no question sort of asked, just like a silent embrace almost. This is interesting. And so maybe that's why a land isn't here. Can Venus retreat like that? Can Venus just like pull out? Can Venus just, and then I guess it is interesting because I was like, I felt like when I was like, where's Venus? It felt like she was in a space where she wasn't to be like seen or observed. And I'm like, that's weird because like it's not like you can catch Venus indecent. Like there's no state of dress or undress that's too whatever for her. And so it feels like she's vulnerable in some other way. And the way that we would typically view vulnerability, it seems that she would be invulnerable. I don't know. This is interesting. What is going on with Venus? Yeah, I feel like I'm spying on Venus, trying to see what she's up to. Squids equal aliens. 17 is the star, too, which has a healing frequency to it. Oh, snap. Oh, she's the spy. So there's no land. There's a. Let's go for a legendary. I'm actually gonna put the legendary lands back with the legendaries real quick. Um. Oh, come on. Oh, now I got cards upside down. No, it's fine. I'm gonna put the legendary lands back with the legendaries just to make sure. I think it was just those three. I'm pretty sure. It makes me think of in Steven Universe. They're like, oh, there's when they're trying to heal Pearl's crack. There's a crack in Pearl, and so they take Pearl back to the facility where they basically like reboot the Pearls, and it's a clan show because that's where Pearls come from, right? Yeah, that's so weird. Or maybe it's just like in Moulin Rouge when the Duke is like, "Where's Satine? Like she's not here. She said she would be here tonight or else." And then Ziggler's like, "She's confessing," and he was like, "Look at." Okay. Oof. Maybe that was for me. I don't know. Like, is she confessed? Like, what if Venus was like, you know what? Hephaestus ain't it, but I am like, what if Venus was like ready to sort of like settle down in a way? I don't know. You know what I mean? And so she's like going to cleanse herself of, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what this legendary comes out to be. I don't have that many. Oh, and the card with the octopus. Gotcha. Mother of Pearl. I think somebody was like selling clams or something, and you could like they had pearls in them, and then you pay for a clam, and then you see what kind of pearl you get. If only there were a way to get pearls without oysters. Yes, yes. If only there were a way to get pearls without. Like, why don't oysters just release them? Like, why do they keep holding on to them? Oh, is she releasing the pearl? Maybe there's a process to like remove the pearl from an oyster without cracking it open or killing it. The shell is polished and called. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Mother of pearl because it's the thing that makes the pearl. Gotcha. I just thought mother of pearl was like a really big pearl. Like if you find a really big pearl, that's mother of pearl. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. All right, Russ. I'm gonna need a number between 1 and 35 because I don't quite have enough cards to get a good shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is she stealing something? Witness protection? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? This isn't even a legendary card. This is just an uncommon foil. It's an uncommon foil that I accidentally put with the legendaries. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a green and white citizen creature with base power and toughness 1/1 named legitimate business person. It loses all other colors, card types, creature types, and names. What? And look, this is it's water. It costs 1 water to activate. Look where she is. Is Venus in a witness protection program? Why would Venus be in a witness protection program? That makes okay. So maybe this is the cards are surprisingly cohesive with the patch up. Don't tell me nothing. I don't want to know. We gonna clean you up and then put you in some kind of witness protection program. But does it resonate for what's happening in the cosmos? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, ew, that sounds even more gross. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't, ew. That sounds disgusting. It sounds gross. It sounds weird. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know. So, Mother of Pearl is not for me. That's fine. She gossiped about Mars and she's hiding in witness protection. Oh, snap. Or is this some like kind of secret rendezvous? This is so weird. This is so weird. Well, there you go, Russ. Venus is in a witness protection program. Maybe like the patch up, she got like cosmetic surgery to like alter her face or something. Or maybe she got prosthetics or the like the peeling prosthetics to make her look like something else, and she's in witness protection right now. Maybe. Yeah, because it's like she doesn't want to have anything to do with Aries right now with Mars. She doesn't want to have anything to do with Mars. And so while she's transiting in Aries, she's in witness protection until she can make it home to Taurus. So Venus is trying to fly under the radar right now. Unless something happened and she trying to hide it. Like, I was drunk, and like Mars was there. It doesn't mean anything. Like, I made a mistake. I'm sorry, Hephaestus, take me back. Like, and Hephaestus is like, you know what? No, like you didn't. It's happened too many times before. I'm gonna find me. I know I'm ugly, but there's stuff that I can offer. I'm gonna find me somebody who loves me. And she's like, no, don't leave me, Hephaestus. Mars was a mistake. And Mars is like, wow, like what? I thought we had something special. And it's like she don't even want Hephaestus. She just don't want Hephaestus to leave. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, when you did the read with Cindy. But Hades was like, I got a whole Persephone. I don't need a Venus. And Mercury was also mad. I remember that. So what's the witness protection for? She's waiting in Mars's bed to patch things up with him. Mission Impossible meets James Bond. I guess the only thing with that is like I feel like if she were in Aries, I mean she is in Aries, but like this isn't the home of Mars unless they're meeting in Scorpio, because Mars rules Scorpio, and this would be especially that this would be a more Scorpionic vibe. But I would think that Mars's bed would be in Aries. Like it would be fiery or more dynamic or like the glamorous, like Carmela, the glamour thief, like more of that vibe in Aries. But it's like it's watery, it's fully dressed, it's armored. Like her defenses are up. Maybe Persephone is after her. I never did get a land. I'm gonna try to get a land now. Now that I've removed the legendaries, let's see if I can get a land now. What plane are you in? Because if she's in the mountain, then we know. Pull a glamour. I don't have a glamour. There are what did we pull? Instant spells. I guess an instant spell can be like a glamour. Creatures. We can pull a creature. Artifacts. Tokens. I still can't get a land. I'll give it 5 shuffles. 4, 3. I'm hungry. 2, 1. There's no land. At the bottom of the deck is this island, but that's more. This would be the island needed to cast Witness Protection. Like this would be the mana requirement. But a card didn't come out. So am I pulling an instant? You want me to pull instant? I don't know. Well, I can pull a token. All the tokens are mixed together. So let's go for a token. A token of. Oof. All right, Russ, I'm going to need you to pick a number between 1 and. Let's get the exact number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold up. This is an art card. Oh my gosh. I had an art card mixed in with the tokens. I had an art card mixed in with the tokens. And guess what the art is? Guess what the art is? This is the art card. It's literally, it was the full art land at the bottom of the deck. It's the island. This was the art card mixed with these tokens. This one art card. That's the land that won't come out. What the freak? Is this like Olympus? I guess that's Olympian vibes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my gosh. I only had 11 cards. Only had 11 cards. So I went back through and I pulled 13. Guess what the 13th token is? It's a 1/1 green citizen. It's literally the witness protection token. And I just fell. She fell on the floor. The token fell on the floor because I'm not supposed to show her face while she's in witness protection. Blame Russell. Don't blame me. Venus is like, I'm in hiding. What are you doing? Leave me alone. They're going to find out where I am. They're going to find out what I'm up to. Blame Russell. Don't blame me. Literally, the 1/1 green witness protection token. What the freak is happening? Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a green and white citizen creature with the base power and toughness 1/1, named legitimate business person. So it's green on one side, white on the other. This is legitimate business person. This is not Venus. This is legitimate business person from witness protection. This is crazy. See, like, this is so, it's so cohesive within itself, but it makes, I mean, Russell gets it, but I'm still like, I don't get it. Like, why? Why go through all of this? Only for the witness protection token to literally like show up. And let me show you the other tokens I have. Like, I don't have a lot of tokens at all. I got this spirit token. I got this dog token. Oh, it's a cat token, sorry. I have a treasure token. Is this a foil? No, it's not. I'm dropping tokens on the floor. I have this treasure token. I have another treasure token. I have a fish token. I actually have another green white citizen token. I got 2 of them. I got another treasure token and another treasure token and a rogue token and another treasure token. Like, all of these treasure tokens. This one looks like an Ace of Cups. Like, so there was a 2 and 11% chance of us getting a green white citizen card, and it happened. So Venus is in witness protection right now. Venus is a legitimate business person right now. This is strictly business. Maybe that's it. Maybe she's like, she's meeting Mars and she's like, you know what? Like, this is strictly business, strictly professional. We come, we talk about whatever we got to talk about, we leave. We're not sleeping together. We're not sharing a room. We're not going out for drinks. We're not doing anything. I want to say an F word, like frilly. We're not doing anything extra. It's strictly business. This is a legitimate business thing. Or at least that's what we're going to tell people. We're going to tell people it was business. We're going to tell people nothing happens. So wait, when does Mars enter Pisces? Or Pisces. When does Mars enter Aries? Let's see. Mars enters Aries on the 24th. Let's see. Let me go to the 24th. Because Venus enters Taurus on the 28th. So they're only going to be in Aries for 4 days together. Oh, well, maybe that's why. That's like long enough for a weekend business trip. We got 4 days before I go home. Let's live it up. Oh, wow. Look at this. When Venus crosses the Taurus cusp, this chart is so above the ascendant heavy. Pluto is the only thing below the ascendant descendant line. Can you see that? Pluto is the only thing below the line. Oof. Maybe she got rejected by Pluto so hard that she's running back to Mars because she knows that Mars is not going to reject her. Mars is going to make her feel good about herself. After Hades is like, I have a whole Persephone. There's nothing that you can give me that I want. Like Hades literally destroys Venus's self-esteem, her like Venus gets rejected so hard, she's not even Venus anymore. So she needs Mars, the one who has like the biggest whatever for her, to make her feel like herself again. And if that's the little thing that's happening right now, I would hate to be Mars because it feels like Mars might actually think that something would happen, but Venus just needs to be desired. She needs to be desired and completely worshipped. And Mars is the one person that looks at her like that. And she knows that she can get it from him. Now, if Venus waits for Mars, and if Mars has wisened up at all and rejects her, it would be over for Venus. I don't know what she would do. Venus, she would actually have to, I don't know, get some substance. I don't know. Oof. Yeah. Oof. Ooh. All she wants is another baby. I'm not saying that that is what's happening because obviously I don't know. She's in witness protection from me. Maybe like Venus heard how I talk about Ceres. She heard how I talk about all the other goddesses. She's like, don't know, don't let her look at me. I'm in witness protection. She's like putting on her sunglasses and her hat. She's like, oh, Venus, no, there's no Venus here. Ooh, girl. So Hades really made you feel like that, huh? That you got to go run into Mars. Maybe it's not like that though. Maybe I don't got it, and she's not in. Because the thing about witness protection though is that like if you go into witness protection, you lose all of your abilities. You lose everything. You lose your color, you lose your ability, you become this green and white legitimate business person with one power and one toughness and no unique skills, traits, abilities, whatever. That's it. Now, if it is just legitimate business, like is that something that Mars would be okay with? You know what I mean? If Venus is like, there's no feelings, it's just casual. Like I make you feel good, you make me feel good, and then we're done. That's it. I'm not trying to turn this into a thing. I have a husband. And I don't know who got punished more there. Um, and Mars is like, yeah, but like, I don't know. I want to see, can maybe, okay, so this is the Venus. I'm going to get some art from Mars because I'm curious. I'm curious now. Because if Mars have, I feel like if Mars has like actual feelings for Venus, that's kind of effed up. Like if these were like people, I'd be like, wow, it's effed up of her to go to him, or if it was him to her because she knows that he wants her and she wants to feel desired. That's it. She's having a rough day. She's not feeling pretty or whatever. So she's going to the one person that's going to make her feel better about herself. And then she's going to leave him again. And then he's going to be there to take her. And then he's going to, oh, girl, that's toxic. That's toxic. This is toxic. Hades was like, maybe that's why Hades was like, no, I'm not dealing in the toxicity anymore. So sorry. Oof. 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 Like an accountant. What do you do? I'm an accountant. Where do you work? At a place where accountants work. So Mars gets 2 art cards. Mars gets Tivit, Seller of Secrets, and the Skybridge Towers in reverse. Now with the Skybridge Towers in reverse, or maybe it wasn't. I can't tell if this is reverse. I don't think it matters. Oh yeah, I can tell it's in reverse now. I can only tell it's in reverse because there's like a few smaller buildings. There are smaller buildings right here where that's the top of the building, but otherwise, like you can't tell. I can't tell either way. I guess the bridges also give it away. This is interesting. So Mars is in the energy of the Seller of Secrets. The art card for Mars is the Seller of Secrets. So is the Skybridge Towers the rendezvous point? Skybridge Towers, that's a place to conduct legitimate business. You know, if you're going on a legitimate business trip, you get legitimate business lodgings. This is very, very, very legitimate. Well, I feel like the most legitimate of businesses usually, because of connotation, are the most illegitimate. It makes me think of the place. There was a place that you went to. Was it the city in France or was it in Portugal? Where like every room in the hotel was like bugged or something, and there were like politicians and famous celebrities and like very, very upper tier people who would book rooms in this place, and everything that they thought was a secret was recorded, and then here's the seller of those secrets. So whatever's happening between Venus and Mars, it's not going to be a secret. Now, on one hand, this would be Mars going to the Seller of Secrets to be able to identify Venus while she's in witness protection. So it's like only Mars would be able to tell that Venus is Venus because he would know like the legitimate business that she's doing and the legitimate businesswoman name that she's using and the legitimate business car that she's driving. This is weird. This is weird. It got even weirder. It got even weirder. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's happening. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna go with it. The cards are cohesive, so we're just gonna go with it. Now, let's see if Mars will show us what land he's in. What land is Mars in? Portugal. It was where Ian Fleming wrote the first James Bond. Oh, snap. We're bringing it back to James Bond. Look at that synchronicity. This is crazy. I don't get it. She has to pass Chiron. Oof. Chiron is telling it all. Chiron's like, listen, I'm in Aries' turf right now. I'm in Mars' turf right now in Aries, so I can't. I'm sorry. Oof. Perfect for business equals tax. Exactly. Tax haven. Oh, we're conducting legitimate business here. This is okay. Mars. What land are you in? I'll give it 3 shuffles. 2 more. 1 more. Last one. I don't know. Mars isn't giving up the location either, but I mean, judging by the art, it's Skybridge Towers, so. But you don't know which realm. Maybe Skybridge Towers is like a chain. It's like a franchise. So we know that they're in a Skybridge Towers, but we don't know which realm they're in. Now, judging by the blues and this art card right here, that confirmed the other art card, the land that was at the bottom of the deck, they might be somewhere around here. I don't know. Why do I feel like I love that witness protection comes out and I'm like literally trying to find these people? Mars is like, if I say where I am, then she's going to know I'm close. So we got sorcery. So, Holly, give me a number between 1 and 25, please. A number between 1 and 25. This has Hydra written all over it. I think 25 might be a little high, but a number between 1 and 25. Or I could ask Siri. 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I had 20. So 21 is going to be the 20th card. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so weird. Why is this so cohesive? Why is this so nonsensically cohesive? I don't understand it. Illicit shipment is the sorcery that Mars is. Mars is like, I got an illicit shipment for you, legitimate business person. Illicit shipment. Literally, what is happening? I don't. Why? Casualty 3. So as you cast the spell, you can sacrifice a creature with power 3 or greater to copy the spell. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Whatever the maestros had ordered, it wasn't anyone's business, including his. This is another interesting thing about this is because of the other sorcery card. Hold up. I'm going to put these back. Where are the sorceries? Where are the sorceries? There's this interesting, because the other sorcery card was patch up, right? So the flavor text for patch up, don't tell me who sent you or who you work for. The less I know, the better. And then this one, whatever the maestros had ordered, it wasn't anyone's business, including his. So the person doing the patching up doesn't know anything. The person delivering the shipment doesn't know anything. There's this witness protection energy. There's all these secrets and the seller of secrets, but the people, the middlemen themselves don't even know anything. We got this illicit package being delivered to this place of legitimate business. That's why Skybridge Towers is in reverse. Skybridge Towers is not legitimate. That's what their money is built on. The exchange of secrets and having spaces where secrets, what is this? Maybe they're moving asylum seekers under the cover of darkness. Is there a super yacht involved? Oh, Russ. Okay, so we got the sorcery for the sorcery. I need a legendary for the legendary. What are these? Are these my legendaries? Did I leave the legendaries on the table? Yeah, I left the legendaries on the table. Is Mars delivering Persephone to Venus? Wow, that would be kind of effed up. Skybridge Tower is manufactured by Acme. Oh, wow, this one actually came out. So, a legendary land. It's interesting that I could not find the land. I'm like, where's the land? Where's the land? I got this card at the bottom of the deck, and then this art card that confirms the land. I got a legendary land. I have a few legendary lands actually. I didn't put this one with the land, so um and this it's a double-sided card. The side that came out is the Havengold Mystery. And I feel like this is where we just completely derailed. Everything is completely derailed. The Havengold Mystery, legendary land. So when this land transforms into Havengold Mystery, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. When the creature put under when the creature put onto the battlefield with Havengold Mystery leaves the battlefield, it turns back into the Havengold Laboratory. So this is the other side. The laboratory is the other side. The mystery is when it transforms. So this, oh my gosh, did you say Persephone? Did you say Persephone? This literally returns a creature from the graveyard, underworld, Hades. Returns a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. And who's the one person in all of Greco Roman mythology who periodically goes from battlefield to graveyard, from battlefield to graveyard, to battlefield to graveyard, from battlefield to graveyard? It's Persephone, because her mom won't let her go. And so while Persephone is above ground on the battlefield and not in the underworld graveyard, Venus was making passes at Hades. And so now Persephone is going back to the underworld. And when she gets back to the underworld, Hades is going to tell her that Venus made a pass. And so Venus is going into witness protection. So that Persephone can't find her. Because Hades is going to be like, yeah, while you were gone, Venus came and she was like, oh, Hades, I know you must be lonely down here with Persephone gone for 6 months out of the year. Well, I'm here while she's not. And I know you have needs. Everyone has needs, Hades. So, maybe I can help you out if you help me out. And Hades is like, ooh, number one, no. Ew. I'm happily married. Number two, I'm telling my wife. And she said, oh, snap. No, don't tell her. I'm running to witness protection. Because if Demeter gets mad, if Ceres gets mad, and then everything dies, it's going to be because of Venus. And last time, it was such a fuss when everything died. That's why Persephone has to do like half the year. I don't know. Anyway, this is the story that Russell was talking about, Battlefield is Mars's territory. Again, I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking below ground and above ground. So you can also pay one life um, with this to add. Pay one life to add a swamp, which is dark mana. You can pay one life to add dark mana when it's transformed, but you have to sacrifice a life to do that. Oof. Russell, what is this? Originally, Venus asked Eros to shoot Hades with a love arrow, and Hades saw Persephone before Venus. Yeah, I remember that now. I forgot about that. So Venus thought she was clever, but it backfired on her. Well, that's what you get, Venus. Maybe like it's just not gonna work. Maybe that's why Venus is doing legitimate business now. Maybe Venus is like, you know what? I tried so many things. It's not gonna work with Hades. I'm gonna go straight. You know, I'm gonna leave Eros out of all of my little plots and ploys and schemes, and I'm gonna keep a clean nose. And Mars is going to the Cellar of Secrets. Is Mars trying to blackmail Venus? No, because Russ said that Venus was waiting for Mars. So Mars wouldn't have to blackmail Venus if she's already waiting for him. Or maybe she did. Or he did. And that's why Venus is waiting for Mars. Because maybe Hades wouldn't say anything. But Mars caught wind of it. And Mars is like, if you don't want me to tell Persephone, that's gross. It's toxic and gross any way you look at it. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm hungry. Most die to enter the underworld. True. Does Mars want her back? Did Mars ever not want Venus? I thought it was like a Venus who didn't want Mars. Okay. I need another number. Sandra, can you give me a number between 1 and 11, please? I'm going to pull another token. Oh. I'm so hungry. A number between 1 and 10, Sandra, please. Or I'll ask Siri. I can ask Siri if nothing falls out. You think she wants him back? Not saying that he wants her. Oh, okay. Well, her wanting him would fit with the whole like, I need somebody to make me feel good about myself. And Mars always liked me. So I'm going to go 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the only other one. He finds her. Okay, so my 2 green and white citizen tokens are officially on the board. Thank you for participating. I feel like a magician calling people up to the stage to take a part in the performance. I had a feeling there was a 1 in like 10 chance, a 10% chance that that other card would come out. And it did. So I think that's everything. The art, the sorcery, the legendary, and the token. I don't necessarily like the Havengal mystery. See, there's a Havengal mystery in the Cellar of Secrets. He's honing in on her, but does he want her? This illicit shipment. You know what? This makes me think of the golden apple of discord. Oh, hold up. Because Hades is in this deck. This totally fits the story. Where are you, Hades? Hades holds the golden apple of discord for the most beautiful goddess. And the reason why I said, because I'm playing Immortals Phoenix Rising, and one of Aphrodite's, that's the thing that calls Aphrodite back to herself, is the golden apple of discord to the most beautiful goddess. And so, because this illicit shipment is glowing, and because it's glowing, this orange color, it made me think that, oh, the golden apple is in that bag. And then I was like, oh, I'm using the mausolea. Hades has the golden apple. Mars's legendary is the Havengold mystery that can forcefully move something from the underworld to the battlefield, from Hades' possession to Mars's possession. And it could be that golden apple that Hades is going to offer back to Venus. Even though I feel like I don't know how Hades would have gotten the golden apple from her, because I feel like she would have had it. You know what I mean? But maybe it's more symbolic than it is the actual apple. So these are just two legitimate business people going to conduct legitimate business. And then I'm sure that, like, after she gets the apple back, she'd be back to Venus, and then she'd go home to Taurus. She'd be back in her energy. Makes sense. So maybe it's not anything that's necessarily nefarious. Mars is just going to help Venus feel like Venus again. Mars is selling her secrets. Oh, snap. I forgot about that relation. Trading the apple for the pearl, Holly. Maybe. What does Persephone think? Does she know? Does Persephone know? And I think Venus is the one that ended up winning the apple because she tricked Hector. Paris. It was Paris and Helen. I think she tricked Paris or something and ended up winning the apple for herself. Eris is like always an Aries. I think you said something about her transit through the zodiac, but she's been in Aries for a minute. She like retrogrades back and forth this one part of Aries, it seems like. What is this? These are my legendaries, right? At the bottom of the legendary deck, I just picked it up, is Reservoir Kraken. Reservoir Kraken is interesting because of this. So maybe that's our Reservoir Kraken. So it feels like this is not going to go according to plan. Something is going to happen. It's going to blow up. This is a foil. It's not even legendary. Why is this here? And I actually have I have the magpie. Where is she? I want to read her. I know I have her. Um, I thought I had her not in this, but it might only be in this one. So give me a second to find her because I want to read her flavor text. I want to see if there's any flavor text for her. There's a glamorous thief. Lagrella the magpie. See, this is. I'll try to find the other one too. Because I think I got her. Is she not legendary? Oh no, she's just a creature. Oh, she's just a creature. She's a legendary creature, but she's like uncommon. She's an uncommon legendary creature. She's not like legendary creature. So she should be with the creatures then. I thought she was legendary. But she's not. 1 second. I'm gonna find her. Here she is. I actually have two different versions of her though. So I'm gonna try to find that other one too. Give me 1 second. I got a few of her, I think. Here she is. Venus is like, well, nice going. You're blowing my cover. Thanks. Now everyone's gonna know. Okay. Paris chose her, so she offered Paris Helen Troy. There you go. Is she being protected by the Kraken? I thought the Kraken was just like lurking in the background. Like y'all picked the wrong place to meet. So this is a foil Lagrella, the magpie. Because ooh, shiny. I'm gonna put her back here. This is the regular one. So I think, oh, this is the showcase card. So this is her alternate art. Now this one looks more Venusian, right? Because it's like it has more reds in it, so it's a little more fiery. Lagrella the magpie. This is her alternate art, though. Or her regular? I don't know. I don't know. These are the two different faces of Lagrella. So it says when Lagrella the magpie enters the battlefield, exile any number of other target creatures controlled by different players until Lagrella leaves the battlefield. When an exiled card enters the battlefield under your control this way, put 2+1/+1 counters on it. So exile any number of controlled by different controlled by different players. Okay. And because of this, so she can exile any number of people from the battlefield. She takes control of Mars's territory, basically, I guess. Or maybe she just gets in Mars's ear and tells him to exile people, and then Mars exiles the people from the battlefield. Um, but if you exile your own creatures and summon them from exile, they get 2 stronger in both toughness and endurance or stamina or whatever. But what was I about to say? Oh, the mana. You see that? Now because of I have the actual card, we can tell that she requires a forest, a plains, and an island. Remember the island? This is one of them. Uh, but Spara's adjudicators can convert any land into the forest, island, plains. So we have Spara's adjudicators being like a legal sort of system, like a judge legal system energy. And then we have the witness protection, legitimate business. The Spara's adjudicators was the tiger-headed people that came out, the cat citizens. This is a human citizen. They were cat citizens. She's a human soldier, actually. Interesting. I don't know. So that's all of this in an hour. What's in her hand? Can we tell? The full art card might actually be better. Oh, is that a dagger? It looks like she has a note and a dagger. I can see like the hilt and the blade on that one. It won't focus because the light is over here. Wait, what? I already forgot what I said. What were you sensing? Wonder Woman or the dagger? The concealed dagger. I am doing legitimate business. She's gonna get that apple back and then stab Mars. I don't know. That was something. Certainly. I did not expect the dagger. Yeah, I did not expect all of that. The seller of secrets, witness protection. And it was so just like the patch up, the Havengle mystery, the illicit shipment. Why was it so like cohesive? Why was everything like on theme? I'm confused. Was that necessary? So thank you, Russ, for that. Whatever's happening between Venus and Mars. Goodness. You know what? So if this is like, let's say that this is the situation. Like Venus made another pass at Hades or whatever, and it floundered. And she doesn't want anybody to know about it. She's like kind of sort of upset about it, like really out of sorts about it, because maybe she thought that this time she was finally going to get Hades and it didn't work. Still, like I'm Venus. Like, what's wrong with him to not want all of this? And Mars found out about it. Now let's say that Mars is like doing all this illicit stuff, and so she's doing this legitimate businesswoman, witness protection, whatever. She's playing along. She's waiting in Mars's bed, but she's like some kind of James Bond undercover spy woman. She's gonna try to kill him. Maybe he's trying to blackmail her, and she's like, okay, like I'll do it. And as soon as they're in the moment, she's gonna pull out the dagger and get him. And then it's a win-win. She doesn't have to sleep with Mars, and nobody knows. The Morrigan with Hades at the bottom of the deck, the Weaver of Fate, antipathy, introspection, and opposition. Oof. So Venus is Venus low key plotting? I don't know. I don't know. Go to Russell. We'll wait until Russell. officially tells us what's going on with Venus. So maybe the 6th is when that's all going down. Keep an eye on Sky Bridge Towers. Keep an eye on Skybridge Towers. Maybe their legitimate business will be. It'll be like, I'll be low key shook if someone's like, I don't know, legitimate business was we thought being done, but here's what was actually happening. Mercury, oh yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say the conspirator, but there was not much of a conspiracy. So I'm gonna put these back real quick. I guess I'll put this in. Where did it go? Oh, it's right here. So, oh yeah, I can do this. Let's put the art cards away first. And then the sorcery cards. The tokens, the creatures, the foil that was mixed in with the legendaries for some reason, and then the legendary. All right. And then this goes in here to keep everything from falling over. There we go. And then I close this like this. It was. I was flabbergasted. I got this deck. I have the deck that I use to prop up the box. And I'm gonna pull a few cards. I don't know which Astro Matrix deck this is. I can look at the back of 2 cards and tell. Oh wait, what's happening? Hold on. This is here we go. Yeah, this is the all full one. Right? This one is actually different. No, these are different. This is not the all full one because these are different. Okay. Let's see. I got a deck. Let's see where is Persephone in all this? I'll get 3 cards. I'll give it a shuffle first. I guess we'll see what comes out. No problem, Holly. Thanks, Sandra, Holly, Russ, for being here. Tinfoil. I think the foil was witness protection. That's what it was. Okay. Wait, why is this card flipped over? When did that happen? The 7 of Cups. I'm not gonna take it, but what's at the bottom? The 3 of Swords. Okay. I'm not gonna take it, but this is over. What am I doing? I need to eat. I need to go sleep. Oh goodness. Okay. So, that's a lot of cards. King of Swords, 2 of Swords, 9 of Wands are the 3 cards that came out. Strength is at the bottom of the deck. So maybe this is Hades. Like, you know what? The blow to her ego was enough, Persephone. You don't have to go and add injury to insult. And Persephone's like, ooh, but I want to. It's like she's already beat up. Maybe she won't. Maybe Persephone will leave her alone. maybe she'll have the strength to be gracious and graceful and just let it go, you know? Whatever's coming to Venus is, coming to Venus. Hades is like, while we're together, let's enjoy it. Because their time is already so limited. I feel like Hades would be like, it's not worth it. It's not worth the time that we have together. Now, maybe with Venus is on the surface and Persephone is on the surface, that's a different thing. And since we are in the spring, summertime, Persephone would be on the surface. So she ain't gonna see Hades. So maybe she got time to pay Venus a visit. You know? Maybe not. The best revenge is a life well lived. That's what I say. That's what I say. Hi. Russ will have to let us know if Persephone believes the same. Hey Siri, is Persephone vengeful? We'll ask Siri to flip a coin. If Siri says heads, Persephone will let it go. If Siri says tails, then she'll be upset. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
It's tails.
Well, Siri said no, Persephone's not going to let it go. I don't know. Russell, let us know. All right. I hope you all have a great whenever you see this. I hope you're acting in alignment to make all that you wish to experience your reality. If you watch this, thank you, because I don't know. Ariel was here too. I don't know what this is or was. I mean, I guess I know, but it was an experience. It was fun. It was fun. If you would like a reading using Magic the Gathering cards, then go and buy you some. Sorry. Oh, that was so unnecessary. That was so unnecessary. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Again, I hope you have an amazing whenever you see this. Thank you for being here and participating, witnessing, experiencing with me the magic that was magic.